There's nothing quite like the sting of swimmer's ear to remind you that your body was never really meant to be a part-time aquatic mammal. One minute, you're doing celebratory cannonballs and flipping your hair like a shampoo commercial. The next, you're tilting your head at odd angles, yanking your earlobe, and wondering if someone jammed a Q-tip into your soul. Welcome to otitis externa, the deceptively fancy name for what is essentially a soggy, inflamed, and microbe-infested outer ear canal. Swimmer's ear is what happens when water, blessed, recreational water, gets trapped in your ear and refuses to leave, like an overstaying guest who's also growing mold. The ear canal, particularly its warm, dark, slightly waxy environment, is already a cozy home for bacteria. But normally, it's a well-managed one. Your earwax, cerumen, acts as both a physical barrier and a mild antimicrobial bouncer at the club entrance. But add in days of swimming, diving, sweating, or enthusiastic ear poking, and that security system breaks down. Enter the pathogens. The most common culprit? Pseudomonas aeruginosa, a name that sounds like a Bond villain and behaves like one too. This hardy bacteria thrives in moist environments like pools, hot tubs, and your freshly rinsed ear canal. Once it sneaks past your weakened defenses, it sets up shop, causing inflammation, swelling, and pain that escalates from mildly annoying to do not even look at my ear in record time. Fungal infections can happen too, especially if you've had prolonged moisture exposure or already tried antibiotic drops and ended up creating the fungal equivalent of an Airbnb listing. The anatomy of your ear doesn't exactly help the situation either. Ear canals vary in shape and size, and some people's are just naturally narrower or have more twists and turns. These folks, lucky devils, are walking splash zones for bacteria. Children are particularly vulnerable, both because of their small anatomy and their ability to turn any body of water into a full-body soaking event. Combine that with the time-honored childhood tradition of ignoring earplugs and hygiene suggestions, and you've got a petri dish in progress. So, what does swimmer's ear actually feel like? If you haven't had the pleasure, imagine an itch that evolves into a throb, then a sharp pain when you move your jaw, touch your ear, or so much as think about shampoo. The canal might become swollen, red, and crusty. There could be discharge, ranging from watery to full-on who ordered the pus. And in advanced cases, even hearing can be temporarily dulled, like your ear's gone into do not disturb mode. The good news is swimmer's ear is very treatable if caught early. A doctor will usually prescribe antibiotic or antifungal eardrops, sometimes with a little steroid magic to reduce inflammation. Pain relievers help too, because there's something uniquely humbling about being taken down by your own ear. However, if you ignore it, keep swimming through the pain, or try to DIY drain it with cotton swabs or hairpins, you can end up with more serious complications, including a deeper skin infection or even temporary damage to the canal lining. But prevention? Prevention is where you can shine. First, dry those ears gently. After swimming or showering, tilt your head and let gravity do its job. You can use a soft towel to pat the outside, and if your ears are prone to holding water like little aquifers, a hair dryer on low heat held at a safe distance can work wonders. There are also alcohol vinegar eardrops that can help dry the canal and restore pH balance. Yes, your ear has a pH. It's basically a hot tub with an attitude. Resist the urge to overclean. Earwax is not your enemy. It's like a bouncer who gets grumpy if you keep shoving them out of the club. Overcleaning strips away that natural protection and makes your ears more vulnerable to infection. And if you're a frequent swimmer, especially in natural water or pools with variable sanitation, consider using earplugs designed for water sports. Just clean them regularly, or you're just trading one bacterial buffet for another. So while swimmer's ear might sound like a mild inconvenience, it has all the flair and drama of a Greek tragedy when it hits at the wrong time, say, day one of your beach vacation. But armed with a little knowledge, a towel, and a refusal to treat your ear canal like a car wash, you can keep your head above water and your ears pain-free. Remember, ears like to listen, not soak. Treat them well, and they'll stop sounding like they're filled with mashed potatoes.